Well, the summer is going to be yet another interesting one for me. Obviously, the free agency is going to be a part of it, and my shoulder is the other big piece. I'm progressing well with my shoulder right now. Rehab has been really, really good. Um, I'm doing rehab pretty much every single day, as well as lifting legs, continuing to do cardio. It helps with the recovery and helping me sleep at night and things like that. So the shoulder is progressing well, and I assume that it will continue to do so. It's about a 6 to 8 month normally process. Uh, so we'll see what happens. The frustrating thing is I'm not in pain, um, but it just takes time for things to heal. So I know that my range of motion will continue to come back. Last last week Friday I got to sleep without my sling, which was like maybe a top 5 day in my life because I sleep was terrible for about a month straight. But other than that, I look forward to continuing to improve myself however I can as far as ball handling, shooting with one hand, my rehab, and we'll see what happens in free agency. So I just passed a month last Friday, and that's, like I said, that was my first time being able to sleep without the sling, which was amazing. And I should be in it for about another week, maybe another 2 weeks, and then I'm completely free of the sling. They know that the amount of time it takes for the ligaments and the bones and everything to heal, as far as then coming out of the sling, is about the 4 to 6 week mark. So that's why I'll be out of the sling hopefully soon. Then it continues to be more range of motion, going about daily activities without having the sling on. Certainly not putting a lot of force into anything, but being able to grab a door handle or something with my left hand will be nice. Putting a sock on with two hands will be nice instead of wrapping it around my big toe, pulling it across my foot, and figuring out a way to get it up my leg.
Talk about what it was like to be a part of the team and not to be able to contribute during this postseason.
Wow, that's a good question. It's one of the hardest things I've ever had to go through, to be honest with you. I wouldn't say it was jealousy, but throughout the wins, it was hard. I'm sitting there like, wow, this is so awesome. The crowd is into it. We get into the second round. We beat the Clippers 4 games in a row. We're competing with the world champs and a team that just won 73 games. And I kind of sit there and I'm just wishing I could be a part of it. And then on the flip side of things, when things aren't going very well and I feel like I could be really contributing on the court, that was hard on me as well. I want to be there for my teammates and the coaches and everybody in this building. This was, Coach touched on it last night, and so did Paul Allen. This is a special year, and I feel like I contributed a lot to it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to be a part of the playoff run, but this is a great group of guys, great staff, great support staff, all in this building from top to bottom. So to not finish out the year was really hard on me. Like I said, it was like nothing I've ever had to do, but the shoulder was something I had to take care of, and I'm at peace with it. But it was certainly tough on me. To be honest with you, I haven't had a real concrete conversation with my agent about this. I wanted it to be about right now about my rehab and about supporting the guys, being there however I could. I guess more from an emotional standpoint for the team. Like I said, I certainly wish I could have been out there. But with that being said, I'm sure we'll talk within the next couple of days about how we're going to really approach this, the timing of things. I suppose what teams are interested, what teams maybe would like to meet in person. But like I said, I don't have a concrete plan at this point. Restricted free agency is obviously, it gets a little hairy. It takes time. Teams maybe don't want to tie their money up. I honestly don't know all the ins and outs of it. like I said before this season, when I didn't accept an extension, I'm confident in where I'm at. It's my agent's job to present whatever he, has on his mind and kind of what's on my plate. From that side of things, my job right now is simply to rehab my shoulder, continue to work on my leg strength, which is a huge focus of mine for this summer, and just figure out different ways in the weight room or out here, even simple things as ball handling and, just trying to improve as a player and as a man. I do. I'll be here for a few days, but then I'm going to go back home for about 10. But I want to be here for rehab. I want to be around the young guys. I think that's important. I think the culture that was established since Terry's been here, but, a lot more this year, just kind of this tight-knit unit, the young guys. It's awesome to see. Luis comes in and was, a goofy kid, didn't know much, maybe a little frantic, but he improved a lot, and I want to be around those guys. And I think they'll be here. They're the young guys, and so I want to be around that rehab. And I'm also going to explore almost all of Oregon. I got a nice little list put together. He is, but it's really honestly the point is he and the rest of the young guys made a astronomical amount of improvement. It was really cool to be around.